And welcome back to Between Bells on Cheddar, everyone. I'm Baker Machado. Our next guest, no stranger to the entertainment world. He stars in The Sinner, Magic Mike, and Doom Patrol. And when he's not on set, he's given back to the community, all through the hashtag Food for Thought initiative. Actor Matt Bomer joined the creators of Got Milk and California dairy farmers to provide meals and milk to families in California who are facing hunger. And Matt joins us now. Matt, great to have you here. Thanks so much for joining us. So tell us why you wanted to get involved in this initiative. This is really amazing what you're doing.
Well, Baker and Nora, thank you so much for having me. I'm a huge fan of you guys, so it's really nice to be on the show with you today. I think, like all of us, in the midst of all the chaos going on, I was wondering, what can I do to give back? How can I help? And this is such a user-friendly initiative. Just in the time it takes to take a selfie, if you tag @GotMilk with an act of kindness, something that just encourages you to give back to your own community, do an act of kindness. That's going to feed 10 people in need right now. Right now, 4.2 million people in California are facing hunger. That number is growing. Obviously, COVID-19 has had a huge impact on this. And that's why the California Food Processor Board and California Milk Advisory Board are partnering with Feeding America to help provide 1 million meals and 1 million servings of milk to feeding programs throughout California.
Matt, this is amazing work, and obviously we were showing our viewers video of you at the food bank. What exactly are you guys doing at the food bank? Who is this going to?
Well, it's going to the people who are in need right now, who rely on feeding programs in California to eat. It was amazing to get to meet the workers who are out there every day risking their lives to make sure people are fed, and to get to laugh with them, interact with them, and see how it all goes down. I've already committed to coming back for the holidays, so I had a great time.
Oh my God, that's so great, Matt. And what you obviously said, the amount of time it takes you to take a selfie, you can help out here. What other sorts of ways can we really help out in this initiative?
Well, first, I just want to tell you how you can help in this one. So now through September 30th, each hashtag Food for Thought act of kindness that's shared and engaged with on Instagram that mentions @GotMilk generates a $1 Feeding America donation from the California Milk Processor Board to help contribute meals toward the 1 million meals goal. And just so you know, every dollar that's donated to Feeding America secures at least 10 meals for those in need.
This is great stuff, Matt, that you're doing.
But they're great. It's easy to do,
Right.
Look, make a batch of cookies for your neighbor and leave it at their door. Hold the door open for somebody. Help somebody out with their groceries in front of you. There's so many. Buy some lottery tickets and hand them out to a stranger. Write a note to a stranger. There's so many easy ways to give back to your community and make somebody's day. And it takes a few seconds, and you snap a picture of it, tag @GotMilk, and you just fed 10 people in need.
I love that, Matt. Thank you so much for doing that. I want to switch gears and talk about a thing on Netflix I'm very excited that's coming very soon. We got our first still images of the boys in the band, because now you guys are taking your show from Broadway now to Netflix, which is really exciting. How exciting was it to get back together with all the guys and do this show for Netflix?
I mean, it's unheard of that you get to do the film version of a play with the exact same cast and the same director that you got to work with. We loved each other. We had such an incredible experience on stage. And so to get to translate all that work to a new medium was amazing. I mean, we had this sense of ensemble and trust in each other that we could really take risks in the moment. And we had an amazing director in Joe Mantello, who was so great at calibrating the performances. Film is obviously inherently a much more intimate medium. So to bring things down to the level of a close-up, Joe was just, he was amazing in that.
I'm curious, Matt, is it harder to play your role on stage rather than doing it in front of a camera? Do you have to change how you portray that character when you're doing it in front of a camera, or is it basically the same?
No, it's not the same at all. There are moments that you can play to the back of the house that are going to get a laugh on stage, and there is a rhythm you fall into. There's an experience you have that's unique to that audience that will never be the same again when you're doing a performance on stage. In film, you're not playing everything in a master shot. All of a sudden, you're covering one person in a medium shot or a close-up. And so there's a whole new opportunity to explore an inner life as well. And obviously, the moments that you could play a little bigger, you can't pull that off on film.
I can't honestly wait to see it. I saw it on Broadway, and it was one of my favorite shows a few years ago.
You did?
It was so good. It was so good. I mean, of course,
you
you were the best one on there, Matt. Maybe you and Jim Parsons, but that's about it. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm really kidding. It was was all you. By the way, Doom Patrol season 2 of that came out in June, but it was cut short because of the pandemic, which was awful. And we got left with this cliffhanger on all of this as well.
Yeah, I finished work. I think I finished work at 3 a.m. on a Thursday night, and they ceased production the next morning. So I thankfully got all my stuff in just under the bell. But the writers had done such a great job in the penultimate episode of having so many cliffhangers and so many stories up in the air, just leading toward what would have been the finale, that it worked as a finale in and of itself.
Matt, are you worried or concerned about what it's going to be like when you finally go back after once you can go back to the set and start filming again? How different things are going to be because of all of this?
No, look, Hollywood finds a way to keep grinding along. We always do, and there'll always be a need for storytelling. I imagine, as creative artists, we're always responding to the world around us. So I'm so excited to see the voices that are going to come to the forefront and the stories that are going to come to the forefront after everything we've experienced in the past several months. And I've been on set for a photo shoot, and I went to the food bank, so I've been in some more public circumstances that are handled really responsibly, and I've gotten a taste for it. It's definitely a little bit like dipping your toe in the deep end at first, but then once you realize how safe the environment is, you can relax and do what you're there to do.
All right, actor Matt Bomer, great to have you here, Matt. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for coming to see Boys in the Band.
Yes, can't wait to watch it on Netflix, Matt. Thanks for coming.